everyone, and welcome back to Algebra 1. We just finished off our last 6 weeks on Friday, and today we're starting off a new grading period with a fresh new 6 weeks. So today is day 1. Now, today we are beginning again with the next set of concepts. We are going into concept 1 of the second 6 weeks. Now, concept 1 of the second 6 weeks is called literal equations and formulas, meaning that we're going to be learning about formulas. For the type of formulas we are going to be learning about is about formulas to find certain things on, let's say, shapes or temperature or anything like that. I'm going to touch base on 4 formulas and what they solve today, okay? So make sure you have your pencil and paper ready to take notes. Very well, let's start off. We are going into literal equations and formulas. Equations, like I've said before, is a math problem with an equal sign. That is why it's called an equation. So we are learning about equations that are formulas. Formulas, for example, to solve the circumference of a circle with the radius. So this is what it helps us solve. Now, keep in mind that what is in parentheses is going to be the specific variable that we will be using to put into the equation. So, for example, we are solving for the circumference, and here's the formula or the equation that helps us solve it. So you see we have a capital C that stands for the circumference, which is what we are actually trying to find. And then it's going to be 2 times pi times radius, which is the lowercase r, which should be given to us in order to be able to solve the equation, okay? Next up, we have for the perimeter of a rectangle with length and width. So this specific formula is to solve for the perimeter, capital P, using the length and the width, which should be already given to us, okay? So that formula is going to be looking like this, which is P equals 2 times L plus, P equals 2 times L plus 2 times W. So whatever they give us for the length and whatever they give us from the width, we are going to times that times 2, add it, and that will give us the whole perimeter of the rectangle. Next up, we have the area of a triangle with base and height. So we are going to be finding the area of a triangle using the base and height times a half, okay? So these are the formulas that are used. Please take a note of them. If you need to pause the video, please make sure you do. We're going to go with our very last formula next up. Okay, and our last formula for today is going to be temperature in degrees Celsius given the same temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. So this is kind of how to convert from Fahrenheit, which is what we are used to here in America, to Celsius, which the rest of the world uses. So this is the formula that is used. C stands for Celsius, and then F stands for Fahrenheit. Given that we are given the amount in Fahrenheit, let's say, for example, today, actually, the temperature is, let me look that up very quickly. Today's temperature is 91 degrees where I am at right now. So it is 91 degrees. So what we would do is that we would plug in 91 to here. So let's just solve it, okay? Let's use, okay? So we have Celsius equals 5 over 9 times 91 degrees Fahrenheit minus 32. Okay, first we're going to solve what is inside of the parentheses. So what's 91 minus 32? And I'm going to not do math in my head right now because I don't want to get it wrong. And I'm going to be using a calculator. So 91 minus 32 is equal to 59. And now we are going to multiply 5/9 times 59. So that gives us a 32.7777778 degrees Celsius, which we will just leave it at 32.7 degrees Celsius. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, we're going to go into your assignment for today, but I'm going to do one as an example for you guys first. So the first one we're going to be doing is finding the perimeter of this rectangle, okay? And it's the same exact formula whenever you're finding the perimeter of any rectangle. Sometimes the length and the width will vary. Well, actually, the length and the width will always vary as to what rectangle you are using. But like for example, on our rectangle, we have the length, which is long ways of 2 and width of wide ways of 4, okay? So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be plugging in for L and W, which is length and width, to find the perimeter. Let's use a different color now. The perimeter is equal to 2 times L, which is length, which is long ways, in this case is 2, plus 2 times width, which is wide ways, which in this case is 4. And now we're going to be multiplying, solving. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Now we're going to be adding 4 and 8, which gives us 12. Therefore, the perimeter of this rectangle is 12. Does that make sense to everyone? Now, what I want you guys to do for your assignment today is to solve the perimeter of this rectangle and the circumference of this circle. I was going to say square, but it's a circle. I want you to find the circumference. Now, on this one specifically, I recommend that you use a calculator. If you don't have a calculator at hand, don't stress over it. If you have a phone, use that. I'm pretty sure that it's on any calculator on any phone. I had trouble finding it myself, so let me go ahead and tell you where I found it on my phone. So I found it. So you see, when you hold a calculator like this, there's not really a lot of options, but if you flip your phone, it gives you more options, like of those of a Texas Instrument calculator. So it's going to be right down here, and it is literally just a pi sign. So what you do is you literally plug in the formula. So the radius in this case for this circle is 4. So you're just going to plug in 4 for R, and then you're going to solve it. Don't break your head over it. It's going to be easier to do it this way. The value of pi is an irrational number, by the way, which means it goes on and on and on and on, and I'm not going to have you doing all that math in your head. So for this one specifically, feel free to use a calculator. If you have any questions, if you're having trouble or you don't have a calculator, let me know. I'm going to help you out with it. And besides that, if you have any other questions on the formulas or what we learned today or went over today, please make sure you reach out to me and ask questions. I'm here to help you guys with whatever you need. It's the first day of the new 6 weeks, so let's get off on a great start. I'm here to help you guys with whatever you need. I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon, and I hope you all have a very, very wonderful day. Bye.